Yo, my sovereigns, what up? This is Boba Fett, uncensored on the internet, with episode 168 of Splinterlands 101. A little bit late this week, but I'll get into that. Joining us tonight, finest gentleman who ever lived, chairman of the DAO, Matt Clark.
Howdy, howdy.
Who came up with the down hall?
I reckon that was Claiborne, and that was 3:30 my time. Otherwise, I would have dived on it. But 3:30 a.m. my time. So, yeah.
I thought it was very clever.
Yeah, it is. It's good fun. So yes, all going well at our end. Things are just plodding along. 1.75 seems stable. Nobody's had to go back and review the code. There's been no downtime as far as I'm aware. My validator node's going all right. I'm at 20th with 14 blocks missed. I should talk to Kyoki's actually and say, can we get a percentage on that, right? Because somebody who just arrived and hasn't missed any blocks looks really, really good. But somebody like Yabba, who's been around experimenting and trying things and right at the cutting edge, he's missed however many blocks. So it looks like he's worse, but it's like, well, you know, eventually if you're around long enough, you're going to miss some blocks. So I should mention that to Kyoki's on that splinterstats.net site, the validators page. Just have how many blocks have I missed, but how many have I validated, right? And what's the percentage of that? Because if you're running at 99%, that's pretty good.
Yeah, for sure. And with the valid, like, anything shifted or changed since we looked last week at the validators? Like you guys, like 14 or something, I think.
I got up to about 17, I think. I've been bumped back down to about 20th now. Mm-hmm. But I think anything in the top 30 is pretty good because it scales on how high you are. So I'm happy with that. I've been happy with the rewards. The bunker's going well. The three of us there, the three nodes in the bunker are all got good solid uptime, and yeah, we're just sort of getting our heads around it. Like anything with 1.75 with the validators, it's all just so new. It's like just letting the dust settle, you know. Seeing it as a long term thing. So yeah, all happy and good. I got the House of Pestilence over here at the moment. I got 2 kids and my wife are all feeling under the weather. So there's only 1 kid at school today. So yeah, I'll try to keep the coughing and the sneezing muted. Autumn, I guess, change of the seasons. So we're prepping for a bit of a caravan holiday coming up. So just trying to get all that organised as well. Yeah, all good here.
It's funny talking about school because, like, we don't normally record on a weekday, usually on the weekend. But the CPU fan in my laptop died, and so it's a little bit of a because my laptop is my my income tap. So like, if the laptop doesn't work, that's turning off the income tap. So it was like So I spent pretty much a whole day downtown going from one tech shop to another tech shop. No one like carries parts that specific. So because I can't use Amazon because that freaking whatever, my credit card is suspicious email that I couldn't provide them the info. I got a housemate to order it for me, and it said it's supposed to arrive Sunday. So it was Monday that I was out of action. So it said it should arrive on Sunday, but it actually arrived a day early, Saturday. So last night I installed it. It's working sweet. Everything's good. So yeah, just lost a week of no work. But I figured, I've been in Mexico for 14 months now. And in all that time, I have my day off every week, but I haven't actually like taken a week off or anything the whole time I've been here. So I was like, okay, it was kind of I wouldn't have done it myself because I've got some goals I'm working towards at the moment, and it's not really like work that like, oh God, I need a break. So I can keep going. I just never thought of taking a break. So it's interesting how technology got involved and just said, no, you're having a week off.
Twisted your arm. Well, with my work, they're often hounding me to take leave because they don't want me to be a liability. So I've been there 12 years. I've got long service leave. Apparently, you're not meant to let it go over 90 hours now. So and I'm at like 87 or something. So they're always, Matt, take more leave, which I guess is a good conversation to have with your supervisor. If you're going to have a chat with your supervisor, that's one of the better ones to have. Book in some holidays.
Yeah.
But again, it's so easy working from home, right? So you just keep plodding along. Sick leave, I got nearly 600 hours of sick leave up my sleeve because I've got to be almost dead to not be able to work from home. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to do anything. If I'm going to feel lousy, I may as well sit on the couch and work. Same, right?
Exactly. One thing that really sort of made me realise, though, with my lifestyle now, it's pretty much important. I really do need to have a spare laptop. Just that one, like, I just was like, oh no, but I mean, it all worked. Everything worked out fine. And last week, Gio said, "Oh, look, it's really, really easy. Give it a go." So I watched a couple of YouTube videos, and sure enough, it was so easy. Rip the back off, get the fan out, because I gave it a clean, put it back in. Because originally it wasn't working at all, but after I gave it a clean, it was working. It was spinning, but it was going. So I can't record. I can't work because I can't work with students for this. Like, it was really loud. So I figured September when I'm going to do a bit of travelling, and travelling is not really a laptop friendly activity. So I'll wait till I get back from my travels, then I'll buy a new one, and then this will be my spare. So that never happens to me again.
Yeah, for sure. You've got to look after your income. Otherwise, things dry up pretty quick. I had a mate who was a carpenter, building wooden framed houses and the like, and he was in a fairly tumultuous relationship with a young lady. And he just woke up one morning and she'd taken, emptied their shared bank account and also taken all of the tools from his trailer. And he said, if I'd still had that money in my bank account, I could have bought new tools and kept working and kept making good money as a carpenter. And if she'd have just emptied the bank account and left me the tools, I would have just been able to make the money back. But he said it was such a double whammy to lose both the tools and the money that I needed. That's your income, right? That's it. And then he ended up having to work as a security guard and different bits and pieces for till he could build up a bit more of a war chest. Of course, she lumped in with the rent, the everything else. So it was just like, if you'd have just left me one, I could have used that. But same sort of deal, I guess. You've got to make sure there's redundancies there, even if it feels inefficient. Suddenly losing clients because you're offline for a week, that's inefficient.
Yeah. And for those wondering, no Geo tonight. Again, goes back to my non-availability for the period where we normally record, and this is like it's Sunday night here, but it's already Monday morning in Australia, or Monday afternoon in Australia.
Yeah, just about midday here, yeah.
So, Splinterlands 101 every Friday. I thought we need to do this, get this done, and Gio just wasn't available, unfortunately, but he'll be back next week. And I know I haven't touched land yet. It's a little bit overwhelming, a little bit scary. Have you done anything with your plots yet?
No, it's still waiting for the dust to settle. Of probably looking at things full now. I think it takes about 5 days for things to fill up. So everything's, as best I can tell, full. So yeah, I'm in an interesting situation where I don't have a ton of plots active, but they're legendary and epics and heavily focused on the occupied and magical to get the SPS and the research. So I'm very heavy on that end and very light. And they've got totems, they've got titles, they've got older alpha cards, flesh golems for the most part on those plots. So I need to just go through and I think pull everything off and then start again from scratch.
Wow, those flesh columns are going to love getting pulled off by you, their master.
it's going to be a big undertaking, and the longer I leave it, the more I miss out on. But I've been waiting for the new resources to come down in price a bit, which I believe they have. So as people get settled and stable and they find their equilibrium, that's cool. But it is like you said, it's a bit intimidating because there are so many. Also, it's not just that there's these 3 new resources, that to harvest anything takes everything. It's also that they're denominated so differently. Like, is 400 stone, is that a lot? I know that 400 grain isn't a lot, but 400 is because it's all different levels and the like. So I think those with the spreadsheets are probably a little bit more set up to do this well. One thing I have seen is that the totems and totem fragments are worth quite a lot at the moment, because people have worked out that, that's free. Putting a higher level card on the same plot is going to cost you more grain to feed him, and more wood and more stone and more ore to get the extra PP from him. But if you just take a totem and whack it on there, it doesn't cost you more in terms of resources to harvest, but you get more for your for your outlay. So totems are basically all profit, right? If you can throw a 10 or 15, 25% totem on there, then that's just increased all of your bottom line, everything. And that plot that was only just worth running is now definitely worth running. So I could appreciate why the totems are jumping up in price, and that's great. I'm personally sitting on a big stack of totems, but I don't know if I just never sell anything. So
yeah,
but I might have to part with a few just to get the DEC to pull some of my other plots online.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a couple of totems, but certainly not hoarding them or anything. Let's take a look at land. So I haven't even looked at this yet since 1.5. Oops, what happened?
Do you have enough totem fragments to combine anything? That might be worth looking at first.
I don't
we go to
think
items,
so.
items other, and just have a look at fragments.
So I've got 5 common totems.
Yep. Common totem fragment, you've got 4. Rare, you have 2. Yeah, that won't be enough.
No.
Still doesn't hurt to check. Legendary totem claim, land region claim. Oh, it's just the fragment. Yeah. Little license. All right, cool. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to check. So the fragments are needed are the same as the levels to get to max. So rares you need 10 fragments. Commons you need 10. Rares you need 8. Epics you need 6, and legendary you need 4. So it'd be interesting to check the prices on those fragments and just see what they're going for. But I know that the commons are common. Just the common fragments are worth more than $1 each at the moment.
All right. Okay, so yeah, I haven't harvested, as you see, 2 weeks. Haven't done any harvesting at all since the changes because I wasn't too sure what to do. So let's start off with something nice and simple. Single plot, single region. All right. If I click on harvest. All right. So, okay, so I can claim the grain. Is that right? Even though I don't have any of this? It's green.
You haven't done any claiming at all, any harvesting at all since the change? Okay, so
this could be leftover from before.
Yeah, I don't think because it should be saying that you need this, and this to actually harvest. Just click on it and see what happens. But yeah, it's going to be a reset, I think, of. It's going to be a reset because it does. That's when the change actually takes place after you harvest. After you harvest each plot, then the update to 1.75 comes through.
So I should do that first, then, to all the plots.
Yeah, and I think you find next time you go to harvest, that's when it's going to be more complicated. Here we go. Yeah, so there's the update. So to claim that research, you need the 27,000 grain, which you have, but you also need 13,000 wood, 5,000 stone, and 1,300 ore. So if you want to buy those, you need to go to the trade hub.
Well, let's see what happens if I here just click get more materials.
Yeah, get more materials, yeah.
Okay. Can you remember what I needed? Was it 5K wood?
I think so, yeah. So just see what the price of that's like. Just enter, say, I think it was more than 5, maybe into 6,000 wood. See what 157 DC. Well, that's not too bad. That's about 15 cents worth.
All right, well, let's do that.
189.
So I'll
Yep.
just click here, do
No,
I?
not further down. Further down. That just toggles the which one comes first. Yeah, swap.
Okay.
Yep.
So, no, won't let me.
Yep. Won't let
No,
you. That's interesting. Huh. You've got to select which region you want to send it to. So underneath the wood in the drop down there.
Yes, okay.
Yeah. So whichever region that plot is in.
Research was Kith's in, I'm pretty sure. All right. Okay, yeah, swap.
Now you can swap.
Yeah. All right, so we've done that.
Now you can change the in the drop down where it says wood. You can
Yeah.
change to stone was I can't remember. Stone was I think about I don't remember. Should have taken a screenshot. I reckon ore was about 1,600. I don't know about stone.
Okay, well, let's go for that.
I reckon iron, yeah, 1,600.
Let's make it 17 then. 1,700?
Yeah.
To Kith.
Yeah, that'll get you there.
Wow, that's
And you've still-
expensive. 663.
Yeah, so it's like 60 cents worth of iron.
Yeah, compared to the wood.
180, yeah. And you still got to get stone after this.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are finding, at least early on, they were saying, "Well, I got to spend $30 worth of DEC to harvest $3 worth of SPS. It's just not
Yeah.
worth it." But I think these resources are coming down now as people are starting to feed into the swap pools and the like. It's becoming less onerous. You're spending 60 cents in DEC to buy the iron you need rather than spending $6. So that was always going to happen. Like we said last week.
Plus, this is just to learn like how to actually do it.
Yeah, for sure. So
5 iron.
5, 4. Now, why are you still down on wood? You still need 13,000 wood.
Yeah, so we've obviously got that figure wrong.
Yeah. All right, we'll grab your 5,500 stone maybe, and we'll just say 14,000 wood.
So it needs 6,000 stone.
Yeah.
Even though, let me just refresh actually. Okay, no, it's still the same. Right, so 6,000 stone. Wow, that's
60,000 though.
Oh yeah. Got 882. All right.
Yeah, so still less than $1, but
so I'll swap that. Now, obviously, as Matt's mentioned, with the ratios, not doing this right now, trying to make $1, but just for demonstration purposes to learn how to do it. What we need.
It's probably spend $4 on the resources, and I'm not sure if you'll get that back as far as what the research is worth. But this is a lesson here in get stuff while the getting's easy, right?
Yeah.
Just change it. Oh, yeah, it's wood. Yeah.
Wood's really cheap compared to the others.
Yeah. But they're manufactured at different rates too, which is part of what makes it a bit mind-boggling. The same PP will get different rates of wood and stone and the like. Okay, 6,000, 14,000.
So I've got everything that I need.
Right, good. Yep.
So now I claim research.
Yep. And you harvest that.
But I didn't need to do any of this to get the grain off the other plot.
No, I think that's because that was the harvest that updated all of your land to 1.75.
Okay.
So that was still on the old regime. So if you go and check your last plot that you wanted to have a look at, we'll have a look and see what's required there, because you might need to buy more You'll likely need to buy more. Yeah, there
All
you
right,
go.
so I can claim the grain.
Okay, so harvesting grain doesn't require the other 3 resources, by
What's
the
this?
looks.
Worksite
Oh, there you go.
transformation.
2 grain farms magically turned into other. It must go region by region. Now produces different resources. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So does this mean I can't produce grain anymore?
You can on some plots.
I mean, on this plot.
But
is that why
it
I
used
got
to
the
be that
error message?
It used to be that all natural plots just made grain. Now all natural plots make either grain or stone or wood or iron.
I'm wondering, because I got that error message, does it mean this particular plot I can't do grain on anymore?
I'm not sure. I think this harvest updated your entire region to 1.75. So you'd have to click on the plot itself to see what you're actually harvesting from that. I'm not sure.
All right, well, let's get 11k wood. All right. $5K. What's the second one? It doesn't tell you when you mouse over. Is that stone or
So stone is
stone?
Yeah, and then ore. Yeah, stone's sort of a more muted colour.
So
Was the ore's
5K
got that brightness
and
to iron.
11K. So 5K stone.
Yeah.
Oops.
So it's quite quick once you know what you're doing. Like it's just you build up that. Yeah. And then it was just 1100 for the iron.
Yeah. Right. Claim SPS.
Yeah.
$75.
Yeah.
All right. So now to
So
solve.
it's probably at that price. It's probably not worth keeping that SPS plot going. And this is where I can see a lot of people, shutting down their occupied plots or turning them into using them for land for other resources, because the price of SPS just can't support the what you have to put in from other resources to pull it out.
Well, let's take a look
is a
at
bit
that
more
then. So let's go to this one here, which is SPS. Manage. Shard mine.
Is that a raging impaler? I just haven't seen one of those in ages.
Yeah.
Holozor used to love the raging impaler. I remember.
He's great, but because mine's gold foil, leveling him was just too expensive, so it just made more sense to put him on land.
Yeah, for sure. But like, if you're not making, like, if this plot is a liability at the moment, it's costing you more in the other resources than what it's worth in SPS. Then you're better off just spending the DEC instead of spending it on those resources. Just buy SPS directly, right? You're going to get a better rate. So also it's monopolizing your power core and these cards and a totem by the looks. The artifacts 10%. So you got a common totem on there as well. So it's worth either. I think, can you change that? I'm sorry to the viewers, I've not actually gone in and had a look
I guess
myself,
click on the big button that says
click on change, and see what options you have to harvest something else on this plot.
Yeah, so you will lose unclaimed resources. That's fine because we've just harvested.
Yeah.
All right. And I can build instantly with time crystals, so I'll do that.
Yep. So you just need to work out, do you want to build what are our options here?
Research
So
hut.
shard mine is what it is at the moment. Probably, that one. The, what do you call it? The one on the left.
Quarry.
That's your natural resources. Quarry. Yeah, so there you go. So you get stone out of this instead. So because it's an occupied plot, right,
Yeah.
you were getting, hang on, SPS. Yeah, occupied. Because it's an occupied plot, you get that 100% bonus, right? And that's why if you click on the shard mine, it actually says like, oh, you get double your, somewhere it says there's a multiplier. Anyway, actually, I'm assuming it's occupied. You might have just set up a shard mine on a natural plot. Yeah, so it's all right. Go hit quarry, and then you've repurposed this to harvest stone.
All right. So, and I'll use my time crystals.
Yeah,
and
if you
just
got the
click on build.
crystals. Yeah. Gee, that looks cool, doesn't it?
Yeah. All right. So now if we go
so
back
with your older cards, gold foil cards, all their multipliers are great because you don't have to pay all the resources to get that extra bonus capacity and that totem there. So you should be right to look at that, stone. So this whole region's just a quarry for you. It just means you have to ship in the other 3 resources in order to harvest. But then you can just like harvest whenever you like with those 3 resources and theoretically get sufficient stone that you can start throwing that into the liquidity pool. And when you want to harvest on your other, anywhere else, you can send some stone over from here.
Right, so for me now, Queenstone, 3 plots, all making stone.
Well, that's Queenstone stone. That's easy to remember, isn't it?
Yeah. All right. So now if we go to my one that's doing research, because I'm not going to be getting research anymore, am I? Or do you think research is worth it?
You can get research if you want to prioritize research. Then by all means continue. And yeah, it's tough because research is the long term thing, right? It's building towards the Sigma Praetoria.
Yeah.
So it's hard to price that because you can't sell it, you can't buy it. So the fact you can't sell it means that, well, it's not worth anything going out. But the fact you can't buy it means I'm gonna have to get it this way. It's not going to get any easier to mine from here. Research.
Yeah.
There won't be a point a year from now when it's easier to get research than what it is right now.
Yeah.
But before this 1.75, it was so much easier because you just spend grain.
Yeah.
Now you got to spend all of these resources. So, me personally, I feel like my bag's full with research. I got like 2.5 million or something. So, I feel like I'm okay on that front. I might just switch away from research and SPS entirely and just go completely natural resources myself.
Yeah.
But it's really up to you as an individual. What are you prioritizing? If you're really about the long term and you feel like you don't have enough research, then it might be worth hanging on to a plot to keep it going.
All right. So right now I've got 1 plot making grain, 1 plot doing research, and 3 plots making stone.
Yep.
All right.
Yep, and you can balance these things out too, right? So if you think, well, the 1 plot making grain isn't quite keeping up with my demands, well then if you've got 1 rare totem, you could stick it on that plot, pull off the common and put the rare on, and now you're getting 25% bonus instead of 10%. That might be enough to supply you with enough grain to keep those quarries going. So when you've got them there, you can sort of make these minor adjustments over time. But it's just about getting familiar with it.
So let's go back. Let's visit that. So Queenstone. So what? I would click here, I guess, wouldn't I, on the rare plot?
Mm-hmm.
Manage.
Yep. So where it says artifact there, that's your totem. So you've got a common totem on there at the moment.
Yeah. Change. Oh,
if you were to...
No, I don't want to. I just wanted to see the stats, like the options, but I don't want to do that.
Well, I mean, nothing's been harvested since you changed it. I mean, there's been no real change because you only just updated this a few minutes ago, right? So that's no biggie. But if you were to do that, you'd have a look and see that.
Right, change, confirm.
Yeah.
So quarry.
Yep.
So this is stone as well.
Build. Yeah, I think. Where do you change your workers? Because you've got it built. Yeah, but where do you actually manage? There you go, on the left.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, it says manage. That's where you change. So if you were to take that artifact out and replace it with a different type of totem, that would. Hang on, let's just do that. So I reckon I've got a. Here we go. Let's send you. I'm going to send you 8 rare totems fragments.
Oh, thank you.
And then you can. You can combine them on the stream, right? And then apply them to your plot, and that way we can get a good rundown and see how it all works and how it looks in practice. Let's do that.
Okay. All right. So 10. I guess click here.
I've sent you 8. I've sent you 8 rare totems. That should be sufficient to.
Yeah, because I had 2, so now I've got.
You had 2. Yeah.
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 Combine.
Yep. Totems to make. Just make that 1. Fragments required to
rare.
Redeem.
There we go.
Yep.
Redeem.
Yep.
Fragments required 8.
Yeah, because you got 10, that's why the redeem button's lit up. So you should be good to. That 1 is just saying you're just making 1 totem from 8 fragments.
All right.
Yeah, so if you hop back into that plot and go back to manage, you should be able to swap it out and see the difference in production.
So out of these 3 plots, it was the middle one, wasn't it? Oh, the rare one. Yeah.
Rare.
Mm-hmm. Manage. All right.
So see at the bottom where it says clear slot?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just click on actual clear slot, not the 10%, just a bit lower.
Yeah. Whoops. Clear slot.
And now click on the plus. That's still 10%.
But I haven't selected anything. It's just put the same thing. 1 back in, hasn't
it? Yeah, it should let you choose which totem you want to. Just go clear again.
Here we go. Tick the box down here.
Oh, there you go. Yep.
Rare. 25%.
Yep, that's it.
All right, save changes.
I reckon save changes. There we go. It shows you the breakdown. So you were getting 27.4 an hour. Now you're getting 30.8. So that's a decent jump.
Yeah. And what's the difference here, the top row and the bottom row?
I think that's what it was before the change, is the top row.
Okay.
And what you've changed it to is the bottom row. See how it's 10% there at the top?
Yeah.
So if you changed all the cards and the artifact and added a title, well then they would look very different from the top and the bottom.
All right. Confirm.
Yeah. But see, your cost to harvest hasn't changed, but what you get when you harvest has. And I think that's why the totems have increased in value so much, is because people have worked out that's just pure profit. And that's why I think the epic and legendary land, your rares, even just those land plots that aren't just basic common plots, I feel like that's where you and the cards that are extra special gold whiz bang gold foil cards, they're the ones I think that are really going to see the price appreciation over time, because they're the ones that give you those bonuses that don't actually cost you more resources.
So yeah, if you've been watching and you've been a little bit shy, a little bit anxious, about setting up your land. As you can see, it was quite easy. Neither myself nor Matt had any idea what we were doing. We just looked at what was available. It was very, very easy to work it out. And I worked it out. I spent about 2,000 DC doing everything that you just saw me do there.
Yep, and the obviously the SPS that he harvested is not worth the DEC that he spent to do so. However, as people close down their SPS research huts, not research huts, sorry, there's SPS shard mines. As they close them down, there's going to be less PP devoted to SPS, which means that which is still devoted will garner more SPS per harvest. So that's I think research is different in that you get as much research as you pay for, and in a way it's competing against all the big backlog of research that's already out there. SPS is different in that if you're the only one mining SPS in the entire game, well then you're getting all of the SPS yourself, even if you just put one PP on there and nobody else is harvesting it all, then you're going to get all of the emissions of SPS. So there's a bit of game theory there, and again, prices will normalize and equalize. And I think the trick is have the epic plots, the legendary plots, prioritize totems and titles, things that give you that free bump without adding to your cost base is really the way to go with land.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's my plots done. Should we make a start on yours now?
Oh no, no, I don't have enough coffee for that. I'm gonna have to roll up my sleeves and really dig deep, and So I'm just looking at the rule sets if we wanted to do some challenges. Next up is Beefcakes, as best I can tell, because we've done back to basics. Oh no, here we go. I'm wrong. We did back to basics. We haven't done Blood and Sunder. Where are we? It is... Oh, yeah, Beefcakes is next. So that's 5 or more health. So did you want to have a crack at that?
Yeah, we can do that. I was wondering, though, if you wanted to open some packs. Some Chaos Legion.
Yeah, you got potions that you wanted to...
yeah. Let me just...
All right.
You want to talk about something recent, game-wise, and I'm just going to go to my old account and take everything out so that there's no confusion when you send me yours. Okay.
Yep. All right. No worries. We had the get-together, the Hive monthly meetup on Thursday, which was really good, catching up with the guys again. So there were 5 of us in attendance. Minnie Small Holding, who's lovely. She's more a blogger, but she's certainly played a lot of matches. She doesn't bot, but she's more focused on the blogging, community building side of things. So it's always lovely to see her when she can make it out. Minnie Small Holding. If you haven't seen her before, give her a follow on Hive. And the regulars, CTR, PCH, I guess Counterpunch, and then Killer Dragon 24 and Guyman. So the 5 of us had a good time. I had a nice chicken schnitzel with Mexican topping. It was really good. Killer Dragon's very much into survival mode at the moment, and sort of explaining how he's doing, and he's actually doing really, really well. So he's
we should get him back on then. Yeah,
I think so. Get him back on to talk about survival, because he's very keen on, I think, the not just the SPS earnings, which are really, really good at the moment if you're good at it, but also he's studying a lot the cooldown time of various different cards, and saying that, if I get this card, then I'm only going to have to, and if I buy multiple copies, then I can keep. And as long as I, looking at his loss frequency and the like, as long as I lose with this card as long as my losses are more than 7 hours apart, I can just keep playing with him, right? So thinking in those terms, where I have enough copies that if I can lose not too frequently, then yeah. And I mentioned this before with I think it was when we had Dave McCoy on that mental image of the Twitch streamer who's playing survival and just dropping mad bank on a card because I just want to be able to lose with this card more frequently. So, but as Killer Dragon was talking, it's some of those cards, they're a day and a half, and you get it back again. For some reason, I was picturing 3-4 days, and some of the cards are that. And so, I think your fungus flinger plan, I think, is really good again because of the cooldown and the martyr. The fact that martyr cards are literally there to die. I think cards that have the other one. What's it? One does 1 damage to every opponent when it dies. Redemption. That's it. Cards like that. I think again, if that's part of their, I like the Spirit Shaman for that with Earth in Little League. Everybody else has survival, and he has scavenge, and he has redemption. So they kill him. So I'm thinking of resurrect rule set as well. Everyone resurrects Little League, so your Spirit Shaman will hurt everybody, and then you'll be resurrected, and then you'll hurt everybody again. But all of your other cards are getting survival, scavenging extra health. I'm a big proponent of scavenge in Little League and redemption in Everybody Resurrects, because often if it's Everybody Resurrects, a lot of them will resurrect with only 1 health, so that second redemption can really polish them off. So again, that cards with redemption, cards with and stuff like Ulfgar as well, cards that are meant to die. I don't know how often Ulfgar's played in survival, but it's probably a bit of a surprise when you come up against it, because who's gonna put a card that important up? Yeah, that's interesting.
Exactly. But got to risk it for the biscuit.
Exactly. It's all game theory, and I love it. I'm really, really fond of survival mode. I'll dive in occasionally. I've tried putting in just death teams, and then I'll go for a brawl, and death's the only thing available. And then you think, oh, I'm missing half my cards. So it is very much game theory. But I think there's a lot of capacity there for really engaging content with that. So I don't know. It's a shame we can't do a survival challenge where you and I play each other, but the loser loses their cards for 2 days. I guess there'd need to be an upside, wouldn't there? There need to be something that you could win.
Yeah, a reason.
Yeah. Why would I risk that? What do you say?
And speaking also of Killer Dragon, as you just did, where was it? Which post was it? On the most recent post, he sent me enough Olivias to get from level 4 to level 5.
Fantastic. Yeah, well, he actually sent Mini Small Holding. He donated some Olivias to her too.
Okay.
At the meetup. She was just talking about Olivia, and he's like, oh, yeah, I've got some. I'll send them your way. I think he said 3 or 4 or maybe even 5. And so, it's a generous one, which is great. Like, I've said it before, this community is fantastic. We had somebody hacked. I think it was an Ethereum, like a MetaMask hack, and they lost their Rooney. And somebody relisted it sort of below floor, and somebody bought it. But then the community rallied back around and raised some cash and dug deep and made everything right with the guy who'd been hacked, which is just brilliant, right? Like it's meant to be the internet, and we're meant to be all 4chan savages who are, hopeless degens and selfish monsters. And you see stuff like that. It's like, there are good people out there, and they're coalescing around this project, which is great.
Indeed. All right, so I have, you can see, emptied my account. I have no cards which fall into the Chaos Legion core category.
All right, how many packs you want?
Okay, even numbers 600. We'll say 500, so 100 packs.
All right, let's do it. 100
And
packs.
that'll be
Transfer.
500 potions. All right. Okay.
Well, I appreciate that, Bob. Thanks for looking after me, mate, with your potions.
No worries.
I think I sent Gio 100 packs too, but he's not
He's
around
taken
this
your
week.
Chaos
So
Legion packs and he's left the
yeah,
country.
he's legged
He's
it,
on his way here to Mexico with your Chaos Legion packs.
laughing. Yeah. Yes, I ripped Matt off. What's that, for like $40 worth of Chaos Legion packs? You couldn't buy a bottle of water at Melbourne Airport for that. They're not come through yet.
Let me just refresh. Oh, hang on. Where did you send them?
To Boba Fett.
Okay. Yeah, as I said, I'm in Tartaria. So
Ah.
beginning. All right, one
My
sec.
bad.
Okay. Oh, yeah, 100 Chaos packs. All right, so I'll just send 100 from there. Okay. All right, so I've just sent them. I kept the 100 that you sent me, and I'm just sending you 100 of my shitty ones.
They're non-fungible Chaos Legion packs.
All right, so you can see my Tartaria account now with the 100 packs?
Yep.
Yep, okay. Open 100.
Up to 72 Gladius cases already. That's nuts.
You are?
No, I'm just saying you are. I noticed your 72 Gladius cases there.
No, definitely not. We'll have
On
a look
Tartaria?
in a sec. Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll check in a sec. So we're going to do an open all for 100,
Yeah,
or
let's do
should we
it.
go line by line? What do you want to do?
We can do open all.
Okay.
Save your mouse finger.
Yeah, I'm just thinking because now it glitches sometimes.
Yeah, that's all right.
Oh, did you see that? Oh, my mouse just kind of flew over that.
I like the look of that. There we go.
Wow.
There we go. You accidentally sent all the good packs across from Tartaria to Boba Fett.
I must have got the two sides mixed up when I was sorting them.
That must be what it is.
Oh, look at that.
Yep.
Oh, no,
Tasty.
Matt. Okay, I'm going to send these back. These are obviously my packs. And I'll try and find the 100 that you sent me. There's another one.
Love it. Let's do this thing.
Another one. Another one. I've lost count, Matt.
It's juicy. It really is juicy. Epics are looking good too. There's a couple of epics there. Well, it's 500 cards. There's bound to be a couple of good ones in there. It's just which ones turn gold, yeah? Well, that's the question.
But still, that was a lot of gold foils.
Yeah.
Legendaries, I mean, a lot of legendaries.
Yeah.
Oh, look, gold foil legendary.
Where?
Oh, no, it's not. It's not. It's this new layout. It always throws me. Yeah.
Still two next to each other. Persibolus. Gotta love your Persibolus.
Soulfiend. Well, that was a goal for, wasn't it? The Soulfiend, at least?
No, I don't think so.
I wish they need to do something. This artwork, it's way too heart-stopping for the gold foil legendaries.
There's quite a lot of gold foils though when you think about it. Like if it's been gold. There you go. A couple there at the end.
Yeah.
Would have been nice if Grund was the gold one, but it can't be helped.
But would you still have got 4 if they were?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, likely not. Sunkai Harvester. I don't use him enough. All those cards with reach. You know, when you get the reach rule set and you realise how cool it is,
Yeah.
and you think, why don't I just use my cards with reach more?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice,
Demon
decent.
Shark, a couple of Demon Sharks, Arbalist.
Yep, Slip Spawn's good. And with survival mode, it does sort of, you think, well, maybe I'll combine my golds and then I've got a backup card there. Might be a level or 2 lower, but at least I've got a backup in case my main gets killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that Fiend, I think, is just regular. I don't think
It
it's
is,
gold.
yeah, because level 1. Yeah.
But, yeah, I'll take those legendaries. I'll take those epics. Chaos Dragon's always good in high mana.
Yeah.
Especially Reflection Shield. You don't have to worry about him having his magic damage bounced back. And especially summoned by Archmage Arius because he gets up to 4 magic damage for his main attack. Very handy.
Alrighty. Okay, so yeah, that was bad for 100 packs.
Oh, it's 12. I read that as 72. That's
72.
my bad. Yeah.
Right.
Gotta get these old eyes checked.
Whoops, that's not what I wanted. This is what I want. Okay.
How many merits do I have? Well, I've got 30,000 merits, so I could buy another 15 Gladius cases. That works.
So, Chaos Legion. Oh no. That's it, yeah. So Chaos Legion.
Yeah.
Adelaide's. Yeah, that's them all. Should be 500. 500, yep.
Perfect.
Can you remember what the maximum was? Was it 200 or?
I think you can transfer 525 or something, like it's just over 500, so you should be all right to send those over. And there's your golds. My Select Slip Spawn, yeah, that's the ones. Nice.
Player Matt Clark not found.
No, it checked before you added the E.
There we go.
There we go.
All right. I need to move my control bar out of the way to press there it is. The button was hidden under the bar.
There we go.
All right.
Look at that. They are en route. Here we go. You got a gift from Tartaria. And now I've got green boxes filling up my screen.
Green boxes everywhere.
It's a good problem to have. Yeah, so all going well, mate. I'm happy with progress. I was disappointed I didn't catch that downhole. I think I might watch that this afternoon because I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. But yeah, no, it's all good. Happy days. Paperwork arrived for the Dow Foundation, the law firm in Panama that we set it up with, has sent me a physical package of the actual paperwork and certificates and all that type of thing. I was thinking of maybe framing one and putting it up behind me or something along those lines, but I'll have to see which one looks the most pretty. It's all mostly in Spanish with seals and the like. But yeah, it's nice to have something physical in your hand that you can hold.
Yep.
So we're officially a thing. The Dow is a thing.
It is a thing. Wild thing. Alrighty, so battle time now.
Let's do it. Let me send you a challenge. Boba Fett, Gladiator cards, and we're doing Beefcakes. Yeah. Send. This is the Beefcakes episode. That's why Gio wasn't qualified to be on. It's Muppet Arms. Kermit sort of, yeah. So you can't do it. If he wants to get invited on the Beefcakes episode, he's got to hit the gym.
All right.
And he can't. Sorry, I'm not forgiving Melbourne for that COVID nightmare.
You said, whatever you said before, I'm not forgiving Melbourne for that COVID nightmare. Just garbled up.
Oh, okay. I was saying, Gio will have to go to the gym if he wants to get invited on the Beefcakes episode.
Yeah.
It's just sour grapes. He was unavailable, so now I'm pretending like we didn't want him anyway.
Gotcha.
We love you, Gio. Come back. Forget I said
Um,
anything. Sorry.
what
It's
happened to
just
my
the pain
battle?
talking.
Let me refresh.
I'm looking at a screen. 44 mana. I like the
Okay,
ones. I
yeah,
like the rule sets.
it's
I
coming
like the
now.
rule sets that limit what you can pick because you have to worry about making a terrible, terrible choice because you can't do it. And I do love the way all the abilities are now. Like if it's a no magic rule set and you're looking at a card that has magic reflect, it's grayed out in the abilities. So good because you look at it and go, oh, hang on, he's not going to give me those benefits that I wanted, or healing or tank healing. That's grayed out, like it's really dim on the ability, like stuff like that. Just that ease of use,
Uh-huh.
quality of life improvements, just fantastic.
All right, my team's in.
As is mine. Again with Persibolus, he's just so strong, right?
What? Okay, I have a mouse problem at the moment. That sometimes, like whether I'm left clicking or right clicking, it is counting it as a double click. I didn't choose the skink here. So when I chose my summoner, it's like in the nanoseconds while the screen changes, the second click of the double click would select wherever my mouse is on the page. It's been causing all sorts of dramas when I'm playing Civilization, but it's done the same thing here.
I'm not sure it's hurt you here. I mean, Slade can still attack and enfeeble from second position, and when Skink dies, then your Coastal Sentry kicks in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah. I guess now if I lose, I lost to randomness, not a bot, not a painstaking team selection process, but just a random misclick.
But my double shooting Coastal Sentry here is doing nothing until the Skink dies.
But your Slade can make my Kraken basically harmless by the time she gets there.
Okay.
So if she does attract retaliate from the Kraken, it's only going to be doing 1 damage each time, right? Because Slade's already hit Kraken 3 or 4 times potentially, and your Skink is kind of strong. Phase would be helpful if I brought magic damage in, but your Skink's kind of strong and 5 speed. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. I think I've got it. Just because I can see you're not able to hit Almo Cambio right at the end if need be, and I think my octopus fella there is going to hurt you too much. Yes, that's it. Swim Hunter Kulu. I think he's going to hurt your Ninja Turtle up the back there,
and he's going to give Almo some hitting points too.
That's right, yeah. And after he kills the Ninja Turtle, he's going to trample your camouflage. What's his face up the back there? Support guy. Even though he's camouflaged, that's it. Scavo Hiling. Even though he's camouflaged, the trample will still kick in. So unless there's some armor there I'm missing, I think I might be winning this one.
All right. My only chance here is the double armor heal, I guess, while my tank cycles through. Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Oh, interesting. So my Kulu fellow went your Skink instead.
He didn't get any shield repair at all out of that run, even though I got 2 shield repairers.
Oh, the
Just
enfeeble.
the
There you go.
order
Goes to
of the
70.
attacks.
Yeah. Well, I think you got me here, bro. Because, like you say, that repair is really, really doing the job.
Yeah.
Nicely done. There's an outside possibility that I'll
No, you got
Elmo
no
can't be
chance from
indeed, but
here.
yeah,
Yeah. That's done.
Oof, oof, oof.
All right.
Ouch. There you go. So repeat challenge. Can you just click repeat challenge? What happens then? So if you just go send. Oh, it's saying that you'll need to pay 10
User
DSD.
ignored this transaction.
Oh, interesting. All right. Okay, well, I'll send you another
Can you
one.
see that here in the red? Oh, hang on.
Here we go. No, challenge view from Boba Fett, Gladiator cards, Beefcake. I think we're good, man. So it seems like even though you don't have the whatever you need to have staked in order to send a specific challenge like this, you can't initiate, but you can return you can repeat it. That's interesting. All right, 24 mana. So I'm not sure as far as strategy goes with Beefcakes, like what's a good strategy. I guess things like
Hard
poison.
and fast.
Yeah. But things
Hard
like poison,
and
where
fast.
you know you're gonna, like a big reservoir of health, you're gonna, or afflict maybe, because the people with a lot of health get a lot more benefit from heal. Right. So maybe affliction is going to be good there. Affliction and poison. It's giving me some team ideas. I can hear you breathing, Bob.
Okay, because got my mouth caved over, I guess. I'm like, I find your lack of faith very disturbing.
Remember one of those sketch comedy shows back in the 90s, the Comedy Company, that type of thing. It's so funny. This ladies answered the phone, like a secretary sort of answered the phone. Hello, who's there? And this guy breathing like that. And she's like, oh, you creep. Slams the phone down. She's like, that's the fourth one today. And then it zooms out and it's the asthma helpline.
All right, what's happening here?
Again, I think I'm in trouble. Although you're Shock Trooper.
Yeah, I was just so curious. I just wanted to hit for 6 magic,
No, that's totally fair and legit. Although I'm silencing, so it's going to be down to 5 again.
Yeah.
But still, that is a lot. That is a lot of magic damage. I could be in trouble here.
Yeah, I'm just relying on this guy having 11 health, along with the phase. So hoping his damage is reduced enough that he's still alive after the Shock Trooper kills everyone else.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, it's certainly a longevity play. I'm starting to think I wish I'd have brought Goblin Physic in to give Quora some extra heal there.
Yeah.
Because maybe I should have focused more on health and brought in Llama, perhaps. Anyway, I think you've got this. Let's have a crack at it, though. I think your magic damage will overwhelm Quora. And...
Ooh!
That is interesting.
Yeah, but still over, though. But that was my high level, and I'm not getting shocked anymore, so... Yeah. Damn, that was close.
That was kind of brutal.
That was super close because my ranged, if it made it so that it couldn't have attacked, there was one health point left in it. 1 health point left. Yeah, that was close.
They're the good ones, though, right? When it comes right down to it.
Yeah.
Gladiator cards, Beefcake. And let's do it. Yeah, so I guess anything that's got a Like scavenge is probably less valuable because it's great, but just throw it on the pile, right? If everyone's got heaps of health.
Yeah.
43. I think just those status effect ones, the affliction, poison. All right. So we only have life and water. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's do that. It's hard with only life and water to fill 53 mana, I find. Although it's generally your higher mana cards have higher health too.
Yeah, generally. Captain Katie, huh?
Yeah, of course.
So Captain Katie the other day, was watching one of the brawls. The Rebellion summoner with the, you can choose from two benefits. One of the benefits is scavenge, and Captain Katie with scavenge, man.
Yeah, nice.
But not me. I was like, I was up against this team, but she finished on like, I think Captain Katie was doing something like 13 damage or something by the end of it. It was just ridiculous.
Yeah, she can totally run away with it. If you got a unguarded rear
health, sorry, not that health.
Yeah, okay.
Because of scavenge, she just kept going up, up. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
for sure.
we're almost out of time. So what do you think here, man?
I think maybe you've got 3 opportunists, which is going to be a problem for me.
Yes.
I don't have a taunt. I don't have any real camouflage stuff. I do have my Thanalorian Archer there has lookout. So attackers with sneak, sniper, opportunity reduces damage from all enemy ambush attacks. 1 less damage from attackers with sneak, sniper. So I will take slightly less damage from those opportunists while they're targeting those cards either side of the Thanalorian Archer. But I don't know if that's going to be sufficient to keep Captain Katie alive long enough. They'll go for Olivia first, which is unfortunate. The only saving grace, I think, is she can...
I'm just going to press play while you're talking in case we run out of time.
You're right. So she can mimic when she gets attacked. So if she gets attacked and mimics some really cool abilities before she dies...
Now she can't.
She's not mimicking that much now. But Captain Katie's starting to get a little bit savage, right?
And the more health she gets, the less of an opportunist target she is as well. But she's gone.
Yes, that's right. She's gone now, yeah. 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 This is a clean sweep, Bob. You've wrecked me. You've absolutely wrecked me in all 3 matches.
3 for 3.
3 for 3. Free for free.
3 for 3. 3 for free.
Including dental. That's funny.
All right.
Well done, Bob.
Yeah, in fine form.
I think you're officially the Beefcake.
I think so. Beefcake, the Beefcake episode. Yeah. All right, so thanks for joining us on episode 168. I hope we helped you a little bit with your land. If you've been a little bit off-puttish, now you see how easy it is. Jump in, do it, share your thoughts, comments, any resources you've discovered that fit in and tie with land management or anything like that. Drop us a comment. Vote, like, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and if you want to come on, reach out.
Yeah, want to come on, reach out, absolutely. Let us know. Hit me up on Discord or comment on the post. And we'll be back next week with the Geotrix with 169. I'm Boba Fett. Peace out.